It was autumn, 1766, and Britain was hangry. Bad harvests had ruined crops, food prices had soared, and the average working Brit was staring into an empty pantry, wondering how expensive bread could possibly get before someone lost it. Spoiler, that someone was the entire city of Nottingham. You see, while ordinary folks couldn't afford a loaf, wealthy merchants had been quietly hoarding cheese, storing it away in warehouses, waiting for prices to rise so they could sell it for a fortune. Cheese, the one thing that could make stale bread bearable, word spread quickly. In the taverns, in the markets, on the cobblestones, whispers of secret cheese stashes echoed through the town. And on October 2, 1766, the people snapped. Hundreds gathered in Nottingham's market square. They'd had enough of high prices and greedy traders. Someone shouted, "Bread and cheese for all," and the crowd roared back. It was like a dairy-based battle cry. Then came the tipping point, quite literally. A rumor hit that merchants were hiding tons of cheese inside a local warehouse. And not just little wedges, wheels. Massive, glorious 100-pound wheels of cheddar. The crowd surged. Doors were kicked in. Barrels burst open. And suddenly, cheese was rolling down the streets of Nottingham like cannonballs of pure rebellion. Witnesses later said people were chasing giant wheels through the cobblestones, grabbing chunks, tossing them like victory prizes. It was part protest, part carnival, part food fight. Farmers, tradesmen, even local women joined in, shouting, "Bread and cheese," while carrying off wheels as if they'd just won the lottery. One shopkeeper tried to stop them. He got flattened by a runaway Stilton. It didn't take long before Nottingham descended into full dairy chaos. Carts of cheese bound for London were hijacked. Storehouses were emptied. Every street smelled like victory and cheddar. The local militia arrived, bewildered. "Do we shoot the cheese thieves?" one asked. "They've got dairy, not muskets." Meanwhile, the rioters were having the time of their lives. One historian later described the scene as a riot of confusion and joy. Which, if you think about it, is exactly how you describe a pub on a Friday night. By evening, the riot had spread beyond the market. Some called it the Cheese War of Nottingham. Others called it Tuesday. When the dust, or rather the curd, finally settled, the city was littered with broken barrels, empty carts, and very satisfied protesters. Of course, the government didn't find it quite as amusing. The militia cracked down, arrested dozens, and hauled them to court. Some were fined, others imprisoned, but many locals quietly admired them. These weren't ordinary criminals, they were cheese liberators. Because here's the thing. The riot wasn't really about theft. It was about survival. Across Britain that year, similar food riots erupted in Cornwall, Sussex, the Midlands, as people demanded fair prices and justice from the merchants who profited.